Hey, today we're going to get ready, and I'm also going to talk about embodying God. And when I say God, that's an acronym. So let's get into it. First, I need to cleanse my face. I really have washed my makeup off yesterday. I used a wipe instead of doing my deep cleanse because I was being lazy and I didn't want to get out of the bed. Excuse me. Ooh, my tweezers. So that's why you still see the remnants of lipstick on my lips. Ooh, do I want to? Yeah. Yeah, I want to do my eye patches. Yeah, I do. Let me add all my stuff before I get started to my cart so y'all can check it out as we go through what we need to go through. Okay. I can just spray for the car. Can't forget my lashes. I don't need this tape right now. Let's put this on top drawer here. This can go in my purse. Ah, damn. Hope I remember to pick that up. I'm in that mode where I don't feel like getting up because mostly everything I need is right here in front of me. And I'm organizing and getting rid of stuff that's not new or as new as I'd want it to be. Making space for new stuff. I know I'm not the only one doing that. Okay, I'm gonna use, well, it doesn't matter. They're still the same product. It doesn't matter. Let's pin this back. Today is a content day. I'm going to do my makeup, but I don't feel like doing a full face, and it's cold, it's rainy, but I am going to do lashes for sure. So let me cleanse. Oh, before I get into that, let me put all my stuff in this cart here for you guys. What kind of bra do I have on? Oh, they're back. My lip peel is back in stock, so I'm happy about that. It was gone for a while. Oh, and I always can do my wallpaper. Okay, I think that's everything. Alright, I'm back, y'all. Welcome in, Natty. Hey, lady. How are you doing today? Happy Wednesday. No, I don't want to get my hair wet. Can you guys hear my music? Drop that in the chat for me. I have it low because I don't want it too loud so it doesn't overpower my voice because I speak pretty softly. But yeah, let's get into today's tea. How to operate and embody God. So when I say that, I'm speaking about an acronym. And also check out my wallpaper. I got it from TikTok Shop. I love it. My intention was to have a cute backdrop for when I go live. So this is literally what I use it for. And it's $15.99 a roll. I thought one would be good enough because my room's not that big, but it's not. I'm going to have to order another one. I'm going to get it today. Probably going to order 2 rolls. I might just really do my whole room. First I was going to just do an accent wall, but I'm so in love with it. I think I'm going to do my whole room with the wallpaper. I think that it's just so cute. And it has like a texture to it. So it like, it's physically pleasing too, not just visually. But when I say operate and embody God, I'm speaking of an acronym. So G is generator. When you're able to generate your own mood, generate opportunities, generate ideas, it's going to decrease your stress levels, because so oftentimes like we get really caught up in this 3D, I call it the 3D world, when really we're literally spirits having a physical experience. We're not these bodies. Have you read The Artist's Way? Not yet. I've heard a lot of good things about it. Have you read it? Good morning, Yummy Bear. But I've heard good things about The Artist's Way, but I haven't read it, to be honest with you. Y'all, I'm really excited because my lip liner is back in stock. Let me get it out so I can show it to you guys. It's by Sachi Beauty. Where's she at? Oh, there she is. I got the 3-pack, so I have it in my cart if you want to check it out below. It's in, this is Hazel. So it comes in a 3-pack. This is lip liner that peels off and it stays all day. I'm going to put it on for y'all so you can check it out. I literally love it. I wear all 3 shades that came with the pack. It came, sorry, I was wrong. It came with the 4-pack. It's not 3. It's a 4-pack, and I let it sit for 20 minutes before I peel it off. I think that that's a misconception, that a lot of people that use it or they start using it, they peel it off too soon. I let it sit for 20 minutes, and I also do multiple layers. And the price is crazy to get 4 for $9. Because if you think about it, you get really one eyeliner for like not eyeliner, but one lip liner for like $6, $7. So you're getting 4 for $9. And if you have lighter complexion skin, you don't really need to do multiple layers. I do multiple because my skin is darker. I have a deeper skin tone. So in order for it to show up, I do a little extra. And I overline my lip too. I know it looks black, but just stay with me, stay with me. It's gonna look brown when I peel it off. Going in for the second layer on my top lip. And let that sit for 20 minutes. Ooh, y'all, let me go get some water. My mouth is super. Let me call Mom and see if she'll bring it to me. Put her on speaker.
Hello.
Hey, are you still in the kitchen?
Hello, what you want?
I need some water.
Is something in there? Where you at?
I'm in my room, but I'm blocked in. You'll see what I'm talking about when you come in here.
Alright.
Alright, thank you, girl.
Alright.
So I set a timer for 15 minutes because it's already been like 4 minutes. Now I'm going to move on and do my brow glue. It's by NYX. Control Freak. I've been using this for a while. I really need to buy some more. I need to just go through all my makeup and restock on what I need. Because I've started this new method on my eyebrows where I don't fill in my full brow. I just put on the glue and then I outline it with LA Girl Pro Concealer. And I just go, oh, thank you for the follow. And I just go at the bottom of my brow and I go at the tip and I just spoolie it up. And that makes it look a lot more natural. So I don't put pencil on my whole brow. So that is why I really fool with the Control Freak, because it sets a good foundation for the brow. I have to let that dry. I forgot my fan, so I'm going to have to do old school and just fan it myself. Oops, that's annoying. I'm on live. I'm on live. I don't need that light with this one. Thank you, girl. What? Be careful. Don't knock. If y'all saw my background, y'all be laughing how I have my stuff set up. I don't have my tripod, so I had to Negro rig it.
Negro rig it. Alright. Anything in here for me?
Thank you. No.
So why didn't your packet live?
It is. Do you mind? Try to throw it right here. No, don't. Hand it to me, please.
Knock your little phone down. Hope that's all I'm grabbing.
No, I'm talking about the whole purse.
Oh. I'll put it.
Just hand it to me. I sure do appreciate you.
Yeah.
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 Look, I need to get a frame for this. What size frame do you think this
cute.
is?
8 by 11.
You sure?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get one today because I have tape on it, but I wanted to lay more flats.
Yeah, it'd be better with a frame.
All right, y'all. Now, why did I even get my purse? What was I doing? Oh, okay. So now, yo, my attention span is super shoddy. I'm gonna do my my primer next, and that's e.l.f. That's also in my cart for you. That's a must. Even though I'm not doing full glam, I still do primer on my whole face. I was gonna put these on, but I don't have time. These are my favorite under eye patches. They're by Alt Beauty. They have collabed with Stormy. If y'all watch Huntsville, Love and Marriage, Stormy was on there. That's how I was introduced to her, but she's actually a business mogul. She has the donut glaze stuff, and now she also has these under eye patches, and I swear by them. I love them because they have an AM and PM patches. So I have some that I wear in the morning, and then I wear these at night before I go to bed when I'm doing my skincare routine. These are turmeric retinol, so it's like good to like wake you up, get rid of the puffiness. And then these are rose retinol under eye patches. They're infused with roses, and if you know me, you know that I love roses, and I stay with some roses on deck in my room. So I also make sure that I have plenty of products with roses, because roses themselves have natural frequency of attraction, abundance, and magnetism. So I keep roses around me because your girl will stay attracting what she wants. Okay, so that's why I love these, because it comes with the rose retinol patches, and they also have AM. So you got your AM and your PM. So you're covered for all day. And I've been using these since November of last year. I have them down in my cart below as well if you want to check them out. They are on sale right now. But moving along, so let's get into it. The e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. And when they say Power Grip, it is Power Grip. It lasts all day. Even though I'm not doing a full glam, I'm still going to put it all over my face. And I apply my primer different than other people, so I just do like a layer. I don't rub it in like lotion. I layer it. I layer it in my skin like so. Just like that, and then I let it dry. A squirt is enough for your whole face. You don't need a lot. I've had this tube for like a month, but I also have another tube just so I don't run out. So we're gonna let this dry a little bit, and then I'm gonna contour my face. I like to start out with my shadows. Y'all, I treat makeup like I'm painting. I do love to paint as well. I just got me a new watercolor palette. I'm excited about that. Michael's has a sale, by the way, if you are a painter. Michael's has a sale on watercolor paints. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my contour. My favorite stuff is dang near out, but guess what? We're gonna find a way to get some of it out of there anyways. Because your girl is, if I don't do nothing, I'm gonna improvise. Where is it? And this contour is by NYX too. Most of my makeup is either e.l.f. or NYX. No exaggeration there. Where is she at? Where you at, contour? Where you at? Where you at? Oh, there she is. So this is the NYX Fix Stick. I use this to create the shadows on my face, to give my face some structure. Though I already have, you know, nice cheekbones, I like to accentuate my features. Hence as to why I wear makeup. It's art. Designing my vessel. So this is gone, but I have this, so I'm gonna use this spoolie to get it out. I just go in on my nose, just a tinge. I don't use a lot, cause it's very pigmented, so you don't need to use a lot of it. Boom. I'm also gonna go in on my cheeks. What I do is I just go off of my ear. I use my ear as a guide. Thank you for the likes, Day. In the room. Y'all could be anywhere else, but you're kicking it with me, getting ready to go. I'm filming today. I'm gonna go to lunch today, meet my friend Mallory. I'm excited about that. This is our first time hanging out in person. We have met one time online, but this is our first time hanging out in person. I'm excited. She's actually invited me to come host a segment of her retreat in April. So this is like a part of us building our relationship. So I'm really excited about that. And this is what I use as setting powder. So before I apply my contour, I use this to set it. I spray my brush instead of spraying my actual face. Boom, boom. Then I go in an up motion on my cheeks. Y'all see that? See that shadow? And now we're just gonna do the same here on my nose in an up motion to create that sculpted shadow contour. Boom, boom, boom. And you see here the peeling lip liner, when it dries, it gets literally peely. Let's see how much time we have. We have 4 minutes left for it to set, and then I'm gonna rip it off for you guys. This is by Sachi Beauty. I'm using the shade Hazel right now, okay? And this is going to peel off. It's waterproof, and it's like a deep nude. It's gonna last all day. Okay, you see that shadow I just created? Now I'm gonna do the other side of my cheek. In the up motion. I'm gonna add some more. It's not as pronounced as this side. I'm gonna add some more contour to the left cheek there. It's not to my liking just yet. So we're gonna whip out the Fake Stick by NYX again. And this is also NYX. This is a Liquid HD Studio Photograph contour. It's okay, but it's not as dark as I would like it to be. So that's why I just use it to get out the remaining of this. This is in shade Rich Espresso. It's 9:40 already. Y'all, I only have 20 minutes. That's okay. That's okay. We're not doing, I'm almost done after I do this touch here. I'm going to do my blush. Then we're going to go into the concealer, powder, eyeliner, lashes, and then that's it. Okay, boom. So that's the contour. Now I'm going to go in with my blush. And she is going to be heavy on it, okay? So don't worry, don't fret. It's going to come together. In the end, you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. So basically, it's like a little C. But yes, back to embodying God. So we talked about being a generator. So generating opportunities, generating your own emotions, your moods, generating your own peace, your own joy, your contentment. When you're doing that, you're in control of this. Totally in control of this. Oftentimes we get stressed out because we lose control of ourselves. But really, and then we blame external factors, but it's just us releasing the control of our own emotions. I don't care what has happened. Your dog has died. I know this might sound brash, but you still have control of how you feel in that moment. You can still choose to be okay. The lip liner is ready to be peeled off. You guys ready? I'm about to peel it off. And you see that natural brown line here? And this is the peel. It gives it a natural line. Now, I'm a little nervous, but I'm going to go in. No, I'm just going to do gloss today. Where is she? I'm looking for my NYX Buttercream lip gloss. I think that she's in here. Please be in here. If not, she's lost. If she's not in here, I lost her. No, guys, I think she's lost. Well, regular lip gloss it is. Regular Zagala from the hair store. It's okay. We're gonna make her do what she do. Something's telling me to go in with this and do a brown and pink lip combo. But I don't know. I'm just gonna play it safe. Gonna play it safe because we are crunching on time. There she is. So this is the final look. Statue Beauty shade Hazel All Day Waterproof Nude Lip Liner. And I had a combo of just some red tinted gloss from the hair store. I don't know the brand here. It just says lip gel and strawberry. Now let's finish the look. I'm gonna go in with my concealer on the brows. First, gonna give it a quick line up. On the LA Girl Pro concealer. Want to shape the brows. Also gonna go ahead and slight line here on my nose. Let that set. Thank you for the likes, Sheila. Okay, guys, let's get the likes up to 1K so I can get pushed out on the For You page. I sure do appreciate you. Let me find my angle brush. Let me see something real quick. I don't want the mirror to be in y'all's way, but I did want to make it taller. There we go. Is that good? Okay. My tweezers. I should have tweezed my brows before I started. It's alright though, I'm gonna get them right now. There's only a few that are in the way. It's like a tear is produced every time I tweeze a brow. Blend it out, blend, blend, blend. Hey, Jess. Getting ready for the day. But as I was saying, so part of embodying God is being a generator, operator, and a destroyer. When we already talked about being a generator and how when you're able to generate your own opportunities, emotions, and moods, you move into self-mastery. And once you've created your own opportunities while being a generator, you're able to execute when you're in your operation mode. And that is essential because I'm guilty of it in my past of having all these ideas. I literally have multiple documents and notebooks full of ideas, but now I'm in the mode where it's like, okay, let's execute. So now I'm in my operator mode. I'm executing on ideas, and I'm doing it long term because I know that if I want long term coin, It's not going to just appear. In the past, I used to give up too early on ideas because I wasn't seeing the fruit. So I'm like, okay, maybe this isn't it. No, it's just I didn't spend enough time doing that to see the results. So now that I've failed so many times, I know what works. I know what is, my thing, my gift, my passion. So now I'm doing it on a consistent basis. I'm working on building a system, consistent systems, so that I can constantly create the cash flow that I desire on a monthly basis. But I know now that I've identified it, I'm executing. Now it's just creating the systems in that operation mode to get that consistent cash flow. So that's a component of embodying God. But you have to operate on God level when you're operating. And when I say that, I mean, when I make a decision or when I am going to do something, I ask myself first before I do it, would my highest self do that? Would my highest self skip out on the gym today? Would my highest self only make 3 pieces of content today? No, she wouldn't. So I default back to that every time I am making a decision, so I can know that I'm operating in my godliness. And when you question yourself like that, that's going to create a space of accountability. And that's what a lot of us lack, is accountability. And sometimes we're just not going to be able to get it from the people that are around us. We're going to have to be our own accountability partner. Because the people around you may not have gained the skill of accountability for themselves yet. So how can you expect them to hold you accountable when they're having a hard time being accountable to themselves? It's just not going to work. So I had to learn, okay, Aaliyah, you got to hold yourself accountable for what you want. And then it's like, how bad do you want it for real? That's another question you got to ask yourself. Since 2013, I have been creating content with the intent of being paid to exist. And now that I have children, I have to go harder. I have to be consistent. Yes, I mean, I would be consistent and go hard if I didn't have kids, but now it's just like, girl, you have no room to play. So right now I'm full steam ahead when it comes to those things. And it's not hard. It's just a matter of staying consistent, keeping that fire. And what helps me keep that fire when I'm in operator mode is remembering my why and holding myself accountable by asking myself, would my highest self do X, Y, and Z? I'm also, call me mean, call me whatever you want, but I'm also in that mode of cutting people off. If you don't align with where I'm going, you gotta go. I don't care who you are. Oh, also, if you disturb my peace, you gotta go. I don't care who you are. Because what happens when someone else has the ability to disturb your peace, they're gonna get you off your path. And when you get off your path, that takes you out of your godliness, out of your operator mode. And not just for a day, that can get you off of your purpose for a year, off of your purpose for years. Because you're dealing with and surrounding yourself with people that are knocking you off of your focus, which is causing you not to operate at your highest levels. And the thing is, God gives us the energy, God gives us the plan, God gives us the the energy, but when you're blinded and distracted, it can be cut flat for a prolonged amount of time. But you can always find your way back. My thing is, I've had it and lost it so many times. I know I can get it. It's just a matter of keeping it and sustaining it long term. It's 10 o'clock. Okay, we're done with the eyes. I need to put some powder on them, but first I'm gonna do my under eyes and then I'll put the powder, setting powder on. And the reason why I'm holding my mirror up like this is so that I can avoid having any creases in my concealer. This creates a flat base for me to pat it in. See how flat it is? I do the same thing for my setting powder. Hi Herbert, welcome in. Now we're going to do the other side. Buff it out. I'm gonna do a little concealer on my chin too, brighten it up a little bit. Just X, because I don't have any foundation on today. All right, boom. Now we're gonna do our setting powder. Here she is. I use Sasha Buttercup setting powder. She's in my showcase too. And this is Sachi Beauty Nude Waterproof Peel Off Lip Liner that I have on with Strawberry Lip Gloss from the hair store. But everything else is from TikTok Shop. And again, I'm gonna pick my mirror up so that I can have a flat base in the areas that I am putting my setting powder, except for my eyes here. Just gonna dab dots. See the difference here between this eye and that eye? It's like a studio finish. Now I'm gonna go in on my under eye. Yeah. Excuse me. Get some water. That was good. Coming together. She coming together. I'm gonna do one more layer. So the powder is done. Let me put a little bit on my chin. With that just set. Can't forget thy nose. I'll let that set. Welcome in, Ashley. We're getting ready for the day. I'm also talking about how to embody God, the acronym generator, operator, destroyer. We already touched on generator, operator. Now I'm going to get into being a destroyer. And that doesn't necessarily have to be negative connotation. You can destroy negative habits, destroy negative thinking, destroy self-sabotaging, destroy old patterns. Destroying old patterns is going to get you in God mode. Destroying self-sabotage is going to keep you in God mode. Destroying connections that no longer serve you, God mode. Destroying attachments that are unhealthy, God mode. And not just to people, but to stuff and to habits. Like, for instance, me. When I was married, I didn't know that this was me trying to cope, but I used to smoke every day. I smoked every single day. And nothing against, my smokers out there. But for me, it wasn't productive. Like, if I had stuff to do, if I smoked, out the window. I'm finna eat and go to sleep. I'm just not a productive smoker, and that held me back. And I was married for 5 years. But when I was in it, I didn't notice that was holding me back. I also had to destroy my marriage. Not literally, it was destroyed by my husband, but I had to go ahead and sever the ties. It was hard. Like for 2 years straight, like we could just be having a normal conversation and I would just start crying out of nowhere. And he would be like, "What is wrong? Like, what happened?" And I would just be like, in the moment, I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm just crying. I don't know what's wrong. I thought it was my hormones because, I was pregnant on and off the duration of our marriage for like 4 years. We have 3 kids. So I thought maybe it was just my hormones. But really what was happening was my body was literally mourning my marriage, because your body knows before your mind knows before your body does. So my body was catching up to what my mind already knew, which was this marriage wasn't it. Like, it just wasn't going to work. So you have to be willing to destroy what you think is for you, but your soul knows isn't. And I'm not going to lie to you, it was not easy. It literally took me 4 years to go. I knew after the first year that this was not going to work, or this was not serving my highest self. But it took me 4 years to get out of my own way, to get out of my ego, because, you don't want to give up, especially on marriage, especially when you have kids. You don't want to give up, or you're feeling like you're giving up instead of giving to yourself. Sometimes, what you think is for you, it just really isn't. So it took me 4 years to understand, like, this is for my body to catch up to what my mind and my soul already knew. It took 4 years. It wasn't easy, but it was necessary for me to step into my power fully. And now I'm able to be obedient and move the way God has wanted me to do in blessings. Immediately after I left, and nothing on him, I love my ex-husband, but immediately after I left, it was like, it was just like a breath of fresh air. Like, I felt lighter energetically, physically. I literally lost like 50 pounds. Like, everything just started to move for me quicker. And that's what happens when you release yourself from situations, people, and places that don't serve the highest version of you. And that was me destroying thank you for the heart, me. Thank you, Cassandra. That was in my highest self's way. And that's a part of embodying God. Generator, operator, destroyer. Y'all drop in the chat something that you had to destroy, that you thought was supposed to be for you, that you thought was forever. And not necessarily have to be relationships, but it can be people, places, or things. And in totality, hold on, y'all. Let me get this eyeliner correct. Uh-oh, hold on. There she goes. And to keep it 1,000 with you, I had to literally destroy my old self. I had to die to myself to become who I am now. Those old patterns, those old loops. It was literally a loop I was living in because I kept making the same decisions, doing the same things. So when I allowed that part of me to die, I then could live with my soul self and not in my ego. Because a lot of it, y'all, truth be told, a lot of the reasons why we do what we do is because of our ego. I was telling my daughter that a good relationship isn't physically hard. Yes, and I hate how people will say, especially to like younger couples, married couples, oh, marriage is work. And I know that it is work, but it should not be hard. And my marriage was hard. Like hard, but because, I grew up in the church. I grew up with my parents telling me marriage is work. You're going to have to do work. You're going to this and this and this. It shouldn't be that hard. Yes, you're going to have some challenges, but it'll be you two aligned working against those challenges, not you constantly battling your partner. Not that kind of hard. And I wish, and that's another reason why I openly tell my story, because that's not true. It shouldn't be hard. There will be challenges, but marriage should not be hard, especially if you're aligned and equally yoked with your partner. And we just weren't aligned. I loved him. I do love him still. He's the father of my 3 kiddos, but we just weren't aligned energetically, physically, mentally, spiritually. We weren't aligned. Now, physically, we had a good time. And, at times when I was emotionally immature, he was there for me. And a lot of times I would go back to when we first got together. Mind you, he was my high school sweetheart. You know what I'm talking about. But mind you, he was my high school sweetheart. So I'm always picturing that version that I met in high school and not the man that I was with in the present. I was expecting for that high school version of him to show up when that just wasn't him anymore. And it took me a while to accept that. Like, girl, this is him. And if you really love him the way you should as a wife, then you should be fine and accept him as is and not keep waiting for, well, when he changes, well, when he does this. Well, no. Either you want to be with that version of that person that possibly will never change, or you don't. And I had to be honest with myself and say, okay, I don't want to be with that version. Okay, I'm done with my eyeliner. It's a little uneven, but that's gonna have to work. And I'm gonna put on my lashes, y'all, and then we're done. I gotta put on my clothes and get out of here. But nice to meet you, Sandra. I'm glad you came in, girl. Let me see if I don't already. I'm gonna follow you now before I get out of here. Okay, yes, I already follow you. That's a hard truth that a lot of women in marriages, I think I've noticed a lot of women are waking up. And I'm not on a I hate men train, because I love men, but I love a healthy, aligned relationship. Yes, I'm glad you stopped in too. And I'm not the type to be, married for the sake of saying I'm married, I got a husband. No, it's not that. I'm not gonna be married and unfulfilled. I'm not gonna be married and suffering. And quite honestly, I don't know if I'm the married type. Like, I like my freedom. I like my autonomy. wasn't necessarily him, but the whole institution and the structure of marriage itself. I don't know. And if I do it again, I need my own space, like my own house. Like he has his house. I see him a couple times a week. You come spend the night when I want to see you. But I don't know if I want to live with a man again. I don't. It's just too much. And I feel like I just get out of my flow. I have a certain flow, a way that I'm organized, a way that I operate, and the man just disrupts it. So I'd much rather you come visit than you live with me permanently. I know that might sound whatever, but that's just kind of what I think that I would operate best as. And I might just date the rest of my life and have me a few cats. I'm fine with that too. I'm not really messed up about being with a man. And this is not coming from a scorn place. This is just coming from an honest place that took me a while to get here. Reevaluating ourselves. Glad you didn't. Glad you doing it now and not me at 48. Well, 48 is still young. But yes, I'm 30. So I do appreciate, though I've had a lot of hard lessons, I do appreciate having them now so that I can model to my daughter what she deserves. And that was a large push for me too, because I have a 3-year-old baby girl. It works out. And exactly. It always works out. Everything is always working in my favor and for my good. And quite honestly, my marriage was the catalyst to me stepping in my power and finally accepting my responsibility in this world. And that is to help women heal, to help them step into, I feel like everything I went through, I know it's going to sound cliche. Everything I went through is to help the women that I want to come into contact with and that I have already contacted with. It is to raise the conscious collective and to help us move toward where we're going. And I proudly take all that to the chin. I spiritually have had my head knocked between the washer and dryer for 4 years, and I know it's not in vain. And I've come into this newfound love for myself. Like, I love me so much, and I want all women to be deeply selfish and deeply in love with themselves, because that's the only way you are going to walk your true path. That is what I believe. Hold on, it went away. That is what I believe, that I go through experiences to help others by sharing my story. Yep. I agree. So happy for you. Thank you. I'm happy for you too. I'm not gonna lie, like, for a while, I'm just now getting to the point where I'm comfortable talking about my failed marriage, because it was embarrassing when I was in my ego, because I felt like I failed. But I'm learning what embarrasses me the most is what I need to be talking about the most. And it's really nothing to be embarrassed about, because I'm not the only one. I know that for a fact. Where's my lash glue? Oh, there she is. I found her. As I've gotten older, I've learned that there is really nothing to be embarrassed about. It happened. Yeah, I have accepted that. It took me a long time. That's because I grew up with this need to always have it right, this perfectionism thing. My dad was military, so he was very strict, and I know my parents did the best they could, but it really sprouted from my childhood, like wanting to just always be right and to show that I'm competent, and so I would intellectualize a lot of things. Like, how am I this smart and I experienced this? Like, I literally was, in a way, I didn't notice till I was in therapy one day. I was telling her my story about, what went on with my husband. And I'm like, I get upset because it's like, how am I this smart? But I didn't see this like happening. I didn't see this coming. Like I'm too smart to go through this. She's like, you're literally blaming yourself for what you've been through. And I was just like, oh, that's what I'm doing. But I didn't know I was doing that until I had a non-biased person to talk to about it. I used to intellectualize a lot of my emotions. It's like I teach my clients these things. How the heck did I not see what's going on or these blind spots? But I'm still human. No matter how psychic I am, no matter how intuitive I am, no matter, how clairvoyant, how clairsentient, I'm still a human. And I wasn't giving myself the grace of that truth. And now I give myself so much love, so much patience, so much grace. I literally treat myself like a baby. I literally treat myself like a baby. Now, of course, I still hold myself accountable and stuff, but when it comes to like life and when things happen, experiences, I am reparenting my inner child, and I'm just always giving her so much love and patience and gratitude and grace. And that has changed how I show up for my kids, how I show up for my business, and ultimately how I show up for myself. And I hope whoever's listening, if you're in the room or outside looking in, that you do that for yourself as well. Give yourself grace. This is this isn't my first time here, but this is our first time having this experience in this timeline. You're not going to get it right all the time, and that's okay. As you should, always pamper yourself in grace. For sure. I agree with that 1000%. And oddly, a part of pampering myself has become just slowing down, just taking my time, taking deep breaths even. Like I didn't notice how much I rushed until I intentionally sat with it one day. Like, girl, why are you always rushing? Like now, even though I'm late, I'm still taking my time. Because where I'm going and the person I'm going to see will understand me being 5 to 10 minutes late to get myself together. Old me would have been like, well, I just want to do my lashes, or, well, I just want to do my makeup so I'm not late. Nope. Whenever I feel like it, and majority of the time, if I'm going outside, I intentionally look my best and I wear my nice clothes. I don't save outfits anymore. Y'all, I used to save outfits. I would be like, okay, well, I won't wear this until next month or this event or when I go this place. I don't save outfits anymore. Now I just put on something nice every day. Even if I'm driving Uber, even if I'm going to the gym, I still put on perfume. I still do my makeup if I feel like it. And these are Demi Wispies by I Envy Lashes. I don't have them in my showcase, but I think they do have them on TikTok if you guys want to check them out. And again, this is the Statue Beauty Peel Off Lip Liner. All day wear. I'm wearing it in color hazel with strawberry lip gloss from the hair store. Oh, I like that. Good way to look at that. Thank you, Cassandra. Hey, Makisha. I hope I pronounced that correctly. If not, please do let me know how to say it the right way. All right, y'all. Last little finishing touches. After this, I'm going to do my setting spray. My little beauty marks. And then we out. I have to go put on my clothes. Hey, Casper. Blessings to you, Cassandra. Have a blessed day. Thanks for coming. Excuse me, y'all.
Spill the blood. You know, because if you in the church, you know the pivotal role that the church played in the civil rights movement. Yeah. As a place of communion, but not in a place of prayer. They was doing some prayer, but they was outside getting active too. Yeah. I'm Deontay Kyle, hosting the Christian Names Podcast. We're here with the public theologian and digital pastor, Christian Smith. And I appreciate you pulling up. Man, thank you for having me, man. Jesus is not a messiah for most Christians. He's a mascot. Yeah. Because you can take Jesus and apply his name to whatever bigotry you wanna justify. And that's the problem that I see, is that too many people confuse the name of Jesus with the way of Jesus. No, like, oppressors do not need to meet. I mean, the oppressed do not need to meet their oppressors in the middle. No, you gotta kill your oppressor. That's a reality. Because a part of your oppression is being under constant threat of death. Yeah. And I know some people feel like Jesus wasn't a real person. I don't care. The story is real. Like, it's a real story that people have built whole traditions out of. So when you look at the story, Jesus was executed by the state in collaboration with his community of faith in one of the most gruesome executions that you can possibly experience. How is that not political? The labor strikes will change everything. Absolutely. That's why they work so hard.
All right, guys, we're done.
Absolutely. You will get whatever you looking for.
Oh, wait, no, we're not. No, we're not.
So if you're looking for a message of liberation, you'll find it. Yeah. If you're looking for a message of bondage, you'll find it. You're looking for a message in the realest way. I said it's standing in the way of the power of your gratitude being realized by not recognizing the people. I said it's standing in the way of the power of your gratitude being realized by not recognizing the people before you who spilled the blood. You know, because if you in the church, you know the people.
Hey, Goretti. That's cute. I never had met a Goretti before.
They was doing some prayer, but they was outside getting active too. Yeah.
Hey, Star. And she's done. Wait, hold on. Let me do my my bronzer real quick. Let me make sure I'm cleaning up as I go. Don't want to leave a mess behind because my kids will come home from school and get into my stuff and it's going to make me not so happy. So let me put everything up. Where is my fan brush? Fan brush, where are you? Fan brush. Fan brush. Where is my fan brush? There she goes. All right, bet. So I'm gonna do my final touches. I like to put a little, I call it my pixie dust, my fairy dust. I do it above my cheekbones and I put it on my nose. It adds a little gold shimmer. And there she goes. The last touches, one of the most important pieces is my setting spray. I use Heritage Rose Watcher. Let that moisten up, dry. Take my pins out. And there she goes. Now I'm about to put on my faja and get up out of here. I love you guys. You have a blessed day. If you haven't already, be sure to follow me. I go live pretty much every day. It is sporadic. I don't have a set schedule at this time. I will come back this evening maybe to do another live. If you would like to work with me one-on-one for a reading, a birth chart reading, some coaching to assist you with removing subconscious blockages or energetic blockages that are stopping you from living your highest version of yourself, DM me and I will get you on the calendar. I do have some openings next week, and I also have a 6-week program for deep, intensive, transformative coaching. And I do have some bookings for a reading if you guys want a reading as well. Be sure to DM me. Please do not get scammed. I will not reach out to you first. There's multiple fake TikTok accounts with my likeness. It's not me. Please don't pay them. There's been people that have been paying these fake profiles. Please don't do it. I will not reach out to you first. DM me if you want to work. Have a blessed day. Love you. Bye.